How's it going, everyone? Alright, now in the last episode we took down Gutsman, Cutman, and Electman, so it's time to start with taking down Iceman, Fireman, and Bombman. Going in weakness order, we're starting with Iceman, so let's do this. Now, this stage isn't too difficult, you just have to deal with ice physics, and this isn't one section, but if you take the same path that I did, and that was a mistake. I ended up having to re-record this. My first one was a lot better, but that got messed up. And it got corrupted, so I had to redo it. So this one's not as good as my first run, but you know, what can you do? Well, I cannot suck. That's what I can do. I can actually, you know, play good. I can actually game. I'm actually good at this game, people. I'm actually good at this game. But the biggest problem with this stage is there's a section with footholders that you have to deal with, and I'm actually gonna set something up. Should have done this first. Yeah, I probably should reset this, but too late now. No backing out. But yeah, the penguins you gotta deal with, and I'm just using the elect beam so I can make short work of everything. Because, you know, don't want to deal with that. Let's see. Alright, now here we have more Yoku blocks that we've seen in Lexman stage. And I fail a bit here. But what you want to do is you want to jump to that second block, and then don't go to the next one. Because that jump is way easier if you just stay there. And then here, this part becomes a lot easier if you just go through the water and wait for the blocks to come to you instead of trying to jump across. And then if you have the magnet beam, you can just easily get up there. No problem. Except I'm a fail. And then, alright, here's the annoying part with the footholders. This is where things can go really bad unless you have the magnet beam. Because they move randomly and shoot randomly as well. So you could easily get shot. And then you have this part where you have the penguins that are flying, trying to hit you. So many bullets just flying across the screen. And I missed the life. So it doesn't work as well as you think it would. Like, if the footholders had a set pattern, it would be easier. But there's a section that comes up late in the game that I'm not gonna spoil, but it's so much more difficult. And then here is another big eye, not footholder. I can't talk. But yeah, I managed to take down him, but in my first run, and moonwalking, gotta love that. Ugh. My headset keeps cutting in and out, and it's messing me up. It's just, I don't know why it does that. Yeah, Iceman. Now, Iceman, like Electman, he can kill you in 3 hits. The difference is he gets faster as you whittle him down. So see, like, he's moving faster. And then you gotta make these jumps. Now, I missed it. But I wanted to show it off, but if you get hit, and then you grab the orb, you completely disappear from the screen. Like, Megaman just is wiped from existence. Like, where'd he go? I don't know, he's just gone. Out of there. No more Megaman. But going in weakness order, we're now going with Fireman next, who has a fairly difficult second part of the stage. Like, you have death pits, trying to avoid fireballs, it's nuts. And you'll see it coming up in just a moment. But I'm gonna switch to the elect beam, so then I can take care of these enemies way easier. But now I find it funny that I said earlier in the first part that I like to use the Mecha Buster most of the time, but in these playthroughs, I want to use weapons to my advantage, because, I mean, why not? It's like, unless you're in the wily stages, weapon energy doesn't transfer over, and it doesn't refill. It just, like, if you use weapon energy, that's what you're stuck with for the rest of the stage. So, why not, you know, use the weapon energy refilling mechanic to my advantage, because it's not like I have to worry about using it in the stage. And then here, I decided to use the magnet beam, just so that way I can get up to the top, which isn't, like, horrible way to do it, but, and I don't even know why I put that second one there. But those jumps are difficult to make, because you have a tiny spot where you just have to make it. And then coming up, I run into a bit of a glitch. I think that might have been my first run through. So I might be mistaken, but if you fall down that pit and pause at the right time, or take a hit, you'll just drop it down to the screen and just zip right past. I did it by mistake in my first run, which is what I was thinking of, which is why I thought I was going to show it off, but I guess I didn't in my second run. And I normally take it, but I didn't want to for this one, except I ran across it the first time, so what can you do? But yeah, you drop into the second screen, and if you hold left, it'll just shoot you right out, because it has to go somewhere. And I don't know why I paused here. I think my finger slipped on the button, so yeah. And I got lucky making it on that first one, because you see I tried it again, just like, I can make it twice. Gets hit halfway through it. Oh, and then we have the killer bombs. I used to call them shark bombs, but their actual name is killer bombs, which doesn't make any sense to me. And I hate those little ground surfing enemies. You can only kill them with special weapons, except the hyper bomb's too slow, the rolling cutter doesn't work as well as you'd want it to, and the elect beam just kind of, because of its wavy pattern, they can dodge it. No problem. And those are the fireballs in like that section earlier. And that's really annoying, but fun to do. So coming up we have Fireman, and here's a fun fact that probably everyone knows, is Mega Man 1 is the only game that does this really long hallway with enemies. Alright, now Fireman, there's a bit of a trick to take him down easier, is all you do is you enter, and then you just jump and shoot. You just jump and shoot. Don't move, and he'll constantly fire, and if you time it right, because he leaves fire on the ground after he shoots, like right on you, as you'll see. But if you jump it at the right time, you dodge the fire that he throws at you, and I mess it up here, and he just starts, like, throwing many of them at me. I don't know why he stopped, because I tried to get him to do it, and he wouldn't, because normally he just, like, fires, like, 4 or 5 of them at you at a time, and it's just like, how do you dodge this, when you have, like, 7 of them coming at you? And then, for those in the wonder, is by the time this part goes up, I already have the footage recorded for the third part and the last one. And we're starting with Bomb now. So, let's get to it. Wait, what's going on? Okay, I think I know what happened, so I'm just going to cut this out, and I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, we're back, finally. Ugh. If anyone's wondering what happened while I was I'm pretty sure what happened is while I was in the middle of my gameplay, I decided to get something to drink. So, I was just like, I can edit this out. Not a big deal. I just stand around for a minute, like an idiot. I hate those enemies, the little jumper bots. Super annoying. Because they're hard to hit, and normally I don't have a problem with them. But for some reason, now that I'm playing the game and recording it, I can't do it right. It's just like, hey, enemies, I can't do this now that I'm recording it. It's like, I'll have those moments where I make it, like, no problem, and then I can't. And something I forgot that I mentioned in the last episode is 2 problems with this. As I mentioned in the last episode that the magnet beam holds its charge longer for a smaller platform. That's actually not true. I don't know where I thought of that. I might have just been thinking of, like, game logic, but because this is an old NES game, that's not the case. They last just as long no matter how long the platforms are, and then I also said there was a big eye at the end of every stage, except with Sniper Joes here, that are only in Bomb Man stage at the moment, until you get to the Wily Castle stages, is Bomb Man doesn't have a big eye in the stage, like, at all. So, and I hate dealing with them, and I don't know why. I was just like, yeah, I'm impatient, so I run right into him. It's just like, my impatience, just like, my face into the enemy. It's like, that makes sense. And then this part, Bomb Man stage is fairly easy. I would recommend it if it's your first time playing this game as a first stage. It's calm, it's easy, and you will have stuff flying at you, but because you can take, like, several hits, and none of the enemies do that much damage, unless you fall into a pit, you're not going to have a problem. And something I forgot to mention with spikes, and you'll see it right here. Yeah, you should see it right here, because I don't think I played Bomb stage in my first run through, I keep bringing it back, is whether you have invincibility frames or not, you still die! It don't matter, you still die! And then, yeah, I was making that jump, I was like, I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, in other games, if you get hit and then fall into spikes, you won't die immediately, but in Mega Man 1, they decided, nah, it's instant death, no matter what. Alright, we should be coming... This is about the end of Bomb Man stage, and I know I could have gotten an extra life that comes up here, but I wanted to show off this glitch with the Sniper Joe, so if you let him jump, he just gets stuck in a wall, and he goes nuts. Because he's still trying to follow you, but because he jumped perfectly into the wall, you can do that. Now, I haven't tried it myself, but I think you could get stuck with Megaman. It's something I should try, and I might show off. Actually, yep, I haven't recorded that, but now I'm thinking of doing it. I'm just adding it in at the end of this episode. I might actually do that, so you guys might just want to wait at the end of the video, and I might have that in. And what's going on here? I may have accidentally paused. Oh well. Alright. Now, obviously, Bomb Man's weakness is Fire Man's weapon, the Firestorm. I also forgot to mention the Ice Man's weapon is the Ice Slasher. And then, here's a fun glitch. You see that I'm at the end of the door? But Bomb Man's little orb thing gets glitched through the door, and which is why it falls there in every version of the game. Like 3 on the Virtual Console, Legacy Collection. It's pretty funny. Alright, now that's the end of this episode. All that's left is taking on Dr. Wily and his castle, which will be taken down in the 3rd and final part of this playthrough of Megaman 1. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.